Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning, team. Hope y'all are doing well today. Music a little loud in my headphones. Hold on, let me turn this down. There we go, it's a little bit better. What's up, guys? It's a beautiful Friday, last day of the week. The unfortunate part, though, is that weekends are the busiest time for me. Like, these streams are fun and they're easy to do. All I gotta do is click live and just chill for a few hours. But the weekends are when I really have to kind of go to work on making some videos to put out this weekend. And I'm gonna have to work all day today and probably tomorrow working on those videos. But I like working on videos too. I like my job here. But yeah, we're gonna have some videos that we're dropping this weekend. We got a bunch of gappers today, guys. We got a big list of gappers in the market today. Not a bad list. Let me catch my voice a little bit. There we go. What's up, Leading, James, Just, Joe, Fred, Mike, Tet, Jovan, Jeremy, Two-Way, Lucian, Mike. What's up, guys? Good morning, team. What's up, team? Good morning, team. Hope y'all are doing well today. Man, I got this gnat that's flying around, man. I'm trying to kill this gnat. Oh, what's up, guys? Yeah, BOXL looking crazy, man. It's looking crazy. Look at this. Let me find it. Oh, and I got too many screens up here. Nope. There we go. Yeah, I mean, BOXL. This thing's... Alright, sorry, I gotta catch my voice a little bit. My voice starts to go out in the morning for some reason. But yeah, what you want to understand about this one, guys, here's the big thing, okay? This thing is still technically red on the day. It's still technically red on the day. This light blue line right here is the previous closing price. And so it is actually still technically red on the day. And it will be red until it breaks this 420. Everybody's favorite number. But... it's still technically red on the day because it's below this previous closing price, and so thus it is still red technically on the day, and it will be until it breaks 420, everybody's favorite number. Now, who knows if it's gonna go green or not, but yeah, we're sitting right here at 407. The previous closing price, the red to green level, is 420. So let me fix this so you can see everything. I'm gonna try to fix my screen, guys, so you can see everything. So you can see all these scanners and my chart. Let me see if I can fix that. I had it earlier. I had it like set up earlier. And I might have to do it where I gotta cut like half of the new screens off here, but I can still probably make that work. Let me see. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, that'll work. Look at that. Okay, that's perfect right there. Alright, but yeah, BOXL, it's down. It's at 406. Like, we'll see what happens here. I'm not like loving it quite yet. We got RMBL. We got a bunch of gappers though. We got RMBL gapping up from 1070s all the way to 22 basically. I like the little range in between 20 and 22 here. That looks interesting. Then if we get over that, you know, we've got 25 right here. Pre-market highs up there. We got 16. So we got some interesting levels here for RMBL, and so we'll watch it. We'll see. You know, maybe we'll trade this one. It just depends. But we also got APDN. All right, there we go. APDN gapping up nicely here from basically $9, $8.99 all the way to $13.96, basically $14 where it's sitting now. And I like the levels that I drew earlier. Like, look at these levels follow. Look at 15, and these were drawn before today, so these are older levels. But you know, just looking at it, I think 14 is probably a big level. It's kind of battling 14 now. If it gets under that, you got like 1360. You got 1250 here as a level. I'm gonna remove some of these. But we got the pre-market high up here. What I'm really planning on doing today, though, guys, like, this is my plan today. Okay, I just want to make it very clear. You know, like what my overall plan is. I just want to make it clear what my overall plan is today. My plan for today, team, like what I really would like to do today, guys, is, you know, I did that study on gaps. This song sounds like an 80s, like, it's like Family Matters, you know, the theme song. Anyways, but yeah, what I'm really planning on doing today is, I did that study. Let me turn the volume down. It's a little loud in my headphones. It might be a little bit loud for you all as well. Hold on, alright, there we go. Okay, so what I'm really planning on doing today, guys, is that I did that study. You know, I did that study that looked at high relative volume gap ups in the last month. Like, I did it over like a 30-day period, and I tested like 64 stocks. And the way I tested them was I tested them to see how often a stock would gap up overnight, like APDN, for instance, how often a stock would gap up like this. And really, I think it was more so like stocks under $10. And so that's really what I'm going to be trading it as. But I tested how often a stock would gap up overnight, like Mdgs and a few other ones. And once a stock did that, how often a stock would consequently break the pre-market high after the open. So how often a stock would form a pre-market high like this. In this case, 252 is the pre-market high. Like how often a stock would form a high like this. And then after the opening bell, the percentage of time the stock would eventually push up to break that pre-market high. So basically how often the stock would form a high like this in pre-market and then would actually be strong enough to run up and break that pre-market high after the opening bell, right? And the results were super interesting for this study and for this backtesting session, because I found out that, I mean, here's this a little bit self-evident, but most stocks don't break it. Most stocks fail. You know, 2/3 of stocks are going to fail to do that. They're not going to actually be able to break the pre-market high. And so one of the obvious conclusions to that backtesting and study session is that 2/3 of stocks fail. 2/3 of penny stocks fail. Most penny stocks do not break pre-market highs after the open. And so thus most penny stocks fail first day. Right? That was one of the conclusions that we got. But the more interesting set of data is that when stocks actually do break the pre-market high, that 1/3 of stocks that are actually strong enough to break the pre-market high, they have a huge percentage chance of actually continuing up in a really nice way, right? So basically, the stocks that do break pre-market high are super strong, right? And they have a very high percentage of running up after breaking the pre-market high. You just got to be patient with them. And so that's what I'm going to try to do today. That's what I'm going to be looking for today, as well as the moving average crossover, because that was just frankly a home run setup. That thing had legit percentage accuracy in the first 30 minutes of the day. And so that's what I'll probably do today. That's what I'm looking at doing. We're going to try to maybe scale up my size so I can take some of those trades. And, you know, the key to it is making sure it actually breaks the pre-market high. And I'm not just talking about like one penny, 2 pennies. I'm talking about like it's like at least 5 cents over the pre-market high and then holds that level as support. Stocks that do that have a huge percentage chance of actually running. So that's what we're looking at today. And I think per the testing results, that made a lot of sense. You know what I mean? I just think that made a lot of sense. So with that said, we're looking at MDGS here. Look at MDGS. The big confirmed level, guys, is right here at 207. Look at this. So we got that nice little confirmation there at 207. If we get a dip there, it could be a risk point. But I'm looking at the pre-market highs today. I'm pivoting my strategy here, and I'm looking at the pre-market highs today. I had a solid time. I had a really green time trading the moving average crossover yesterday, though. I will say that. But yeah, let's start looking at some news, guys. I'm gonna move over to news here. And hey, what's up, Terry? Hey, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let me bring out the backtesting results. Like, I'll show you guys the actual backtesting results here. I think this is it. No, that ain't it. I know I saved it. Backtesting results. Alright, let me find this. I know I back tested it. I gotta find it, guys, so give me 1 second. Back test, back test. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay. All right, so these are the actual back testing results, team. So here's the thing, right? This is the deal, though. Okay. This was the results that I tested here. Okay, just to show you guys real quick. 31% of the time, a stock actually broke the pre-market high after it formed it at the opening bell, right? 31% of the time. But the times that it did break, it succeeded a huge percentage of the time. I think the times it actually ran was like 80% or something like that, where a stock actually broke the pre-market high in a legitimate way and then continued running. So good results overall there. Let's go ahead and look at the news. What's up, Jesse? What's up, man? What's up, Cody, Tony, Nancy, Ahmed, Zach, Terry, Chris, Chase, Nancy, Jojo, Tox, Tet, Todd, V. No, I'm not trading that, V. I'm just trading the American stock market, man. The U.S. stock market, brother. I don't trade Forex, but I am about to start, and I really am about to start trading Forex, as well. I'm gonna start making some videos about Forex trading too. All right. What? Oh, my bad, team. Sorry, guys. I forgot to transfer it over. That's my issue. Sorry, guys. There you go. I appreciate the heads up, because I would have just kept going like that. I would have just kept going like that without fixing it. So I appreciate that, because like I said, I would have just kept going without even remembering that. So thank you, bro. I appreciate that. But yeah. All right, let's do this. So let's go ahead and look up some news behind some of these penny gappers here. But yeah, it was pretty good results. And honestly, the moving average crossover had even better results. Y'all go check out my latest videos. Like, I've been dropping back testing results lately and having some pretty good results here too. No, that's not it. Yeah, and the moving average crossover was even more interesting here. The moving average crossover backtesting results was even more interesting because here's the results I got for the moving average crossover. Overall, it had a 78% accuracy rate. 78% accuracy rate overall for the moving average crossover. And the more interesting thing is that 73% of the 26 failures, so a huge percentage of the ones that failed happened after 10 a.m., right? And so in the first 30 minutes, the moving average crossover showed to be incredibly accurate. Incredibly accurate in the first 30 minutes of the market day, the moving average crossover I tested. Overall, it had a 78% accuracy rate, and that goes up in the first 30 minutes, as long as you attack it in the first 30 minutes. So really interesting results for that backtesting session as well. And like I said, if you want to see kind of the more thorough video on that, y'all go check out the latest 2 videos we dropped. Those are the backtesting results. We also backtested a few other ones too. So RMBL is up. It's gapping up a huge amount, over 100% here. And RMBL is up after a partnership with Car Gurus. So yeah, it was chosen for a pilot program partnership with Car Gurus. And they said that they're going to use... They said Car Gurus is going to use Rumble-Ons, which is RMBL's technology, as well as their transportation and distribution services in the testing of a new vehicle acquisition product for dealers. So a partnership with RMBO, and it's gapping up over 100% here. We'll see what happens there. John, what TV shows do I watch? I don't watch TV, man. I'm a big nerd, though. Like, what you want to understand. Like, I'm a big nerd, man. So, like, I almost always watch educational stuff if I watch TV. So it's almost always going to be either like historical or like documentaries, basically. But I'm a big nerd, so like I like programming and like poker and like educational stuff. I don't watch TV. Like, I don't watch fictional TV. It's mostly just educational documentaries and stuff like that. I like movies. Like, I'm a movie buff. Like, I really love movies. I watch a lot of movies. But TV, I just don't get into it. Too much nonsense. Too much reality TV nowadays. And I just don't get wrapped up in it. Almost all of it's fake. And so I'm just not really feeling TV these days. But I like movies and I like documentaries. What's up, Kyle? Hey, Kyle, you gotta come on the stream one day. That's Machine Gun Kyle right there. But yeah, partnership with RMBL. We'll see what happens. We also got APDN, which has a lot of volume. Is gapping up from like $9 all the way to 14. Solid voluminous gap up here for APDN. And this is Applied DNA, and they said that their vaccine candidate yielded strong results and T-cell responses in mice. So good study data that came out, good study results that came out for APD, and it's a vaccine company, and it's gapping up again from $8.99 to $14 basically. We got VCNX here, and this is the first time I'm seeing this one on my list, but VCNX starting to rip. Hey, I appreciate that subscribe, bro. Thank you, Este. I appreciate that. Y'all hit that subscribe button, click the bell. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube, so click the subscribe button. Do it right now. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're watching VCNX. I'm going to move on from this one, though. I don't see any news, and this one just looks slow. Not slow per se, but low volume is what I mean that. We also got Bned, which I'm also going to skip here because, I mean, it's gapping up, but the volume's low. We got CKPT, same kind of thing here. But we're going to move on to Mdgs. And remember, I drew this level out, and look how well it followed it. Look at that. What is this? 207. Still following here for Mdgs. And they put out something that said that they signed an investment agreement with Polyrizon. And they also said that they're going to resell Polyrizon's future products for protection against COVID and spread and other biological threats. And so, yeah, basically, they signed an investment agreement with Polyrizon for COVID. And so Mdgs is gapping up some for it. Like I said, I'm watching that 250 pre-market high for this one. That's probably one of my favorites. We'll see, though. We got HMHC. Again, I'm watching 365 up here. I'm watching this 365 level. And so we're going to see what happens here. We're watching 260s as well down there. Maybe like $3 right here. But yeah, this is HMHC. Looks like a larger float. What's the float like? Yeah, see, 377 million in the float. So what you want to understand about this one is that this is not a low float mover. This is a large float. Almost $500 million in the float for HMHC. So just a lot of shares. So we'll see. A smaller range, but it is gapping up. So I'm guessing that this has to be a legitimate catalyst. This is Houghton Mifflin Harcourt, and they responded to a false rumor on Twitter regarding new sales contracts. All right, so basically, I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from BZ Newswires, and it says, quote, yesterday, or the day before yesterday, several false rumors were posted on Twitter, basically dogging HMHC about signing new sales contracts both domestically and international, and these rumors are factually incorrect. So they disproved some false rumors for HMHC, and that's causing some bullish sentiment, so they had some bad news. I'm guessing it dropped because of that? No. What? See, I don't understand this, okay? So this is what I don't understand, right? So the stock is up. The stock moved up. It never moved down from these rumors. Never moved down. And then when they disproved the rumors, even though it never moved down originally from them, now it's up huge in pre-market. I don't understand. Is there something else I'm missing? Okay, yeah. Okay, my bad. So, yeah, most of this is in after hours. Okay, so yeah. So in after hours, they put out something that said they're launching a new Teacher's Corner, which is a first-of-its-kind online professional learning environment that empowers educators in a remote world. So it's a remote children's learning educational platform, like probably like a streaming or Zoom type platform for HMHC. So they're debuting that, and we are gapping up really nicely here because of it. We'll see what happens there. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Hey, thank you, Ricardo. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. Shout out to Ricardo for becoming a member, man. And here's some things. I'm gonna be dropping a video today for our members. All right, so I'm gonna be dropping a video today for our members. I'm gonna be dropping a video today and an article on some of these backtesting results and how I'm gonna interpret them. So I appreciate that, Ricardo. Thank you, brother. Shout out to my man Ricardo. I appreciate that, brother. But yeah, that's HMHC for you. I see a lot of questions. I'm going to get back to them. I'm just going to try to go over some of these in the chat real quick. ATOS here, just like yesterday in pre-market. ATOS getting some volume spiking in for this one. Look at this move right now for ATOS. Big move here. Up to 480 now. 478. This is Atosa, and they said that they're tapping Avance Clinical to conduct a study on their nasal spray drug candidate for COVID. So they announced they contracted with Avance yesterday, but I don't know why it's moving up this morning. Look at this, 490s. There's $5. So ATOS here, we'll see if it gets rejected at 5, but ATOS making a huge move in pre-market. Look at this, volume's coming in big, few 100,000 shares traded. And this thing's making some big moves right now in pre-market. Look at these moves, guys. So ATOS, look at that $5 level. It rejected right there. Exactly to the very cent. People say technical analysis doesn't work, but what are the chances that I'm going to have a level like this drawn out and a stock's going to go to that very cent and get rejected there? I mean, and it eventually broke, but like, what are the chances that that happens? You know, I think it's pretty slight. But ATOS still ripping up here. Still ripping up. Got rejected at 5. Now the next step for this one is to see if it holds at $5. See if it holds at $5 for ATOS. We'll come back to that one though. We're just trying to finish the news right now. We got ACRX, and I don't like that one that much. We got SINT, which is gapping up some, and this one had a really strong move into yesterday's open. I don't see any new reports for this one. They regained compliance with NASDAQ for SINT, but I don't see anything really new. We had HTBX was running the other day too. Yeah, HTBX is another one that I'm watching this morning that might not be on everybody else's list, but I'm certainly watching HTBX as well. Alright, so, I don't see any new catalysts for this one, but, we're still running up this morning, so I'm certainly going to watch this one. But yeah, I'm watching pre-market highs today, guys. Looking into the overall market, the SPY is up pretty big. We have been pulling back for the last 10 minutes or so, but the SPY, we're up nice because of it, and we had a nice little range breakout of the SPY here. That didn't look bad. Let me go over the overall market news right now, team. Okay, so it looks like we had some housing numbers come out today. Okay, so USA building permits month over month for June came in at 2.1% versus the 14.1% prior. USA housing starts month over month for June are at 17.3% versus the 4.3% prior. Stock futures are slightly open today. We're going to go ahead and go over the overall market news. Here's the SPY itself. And the SPY is gapping up from 320.79 all the way to 321.35. And I'm going to go ahead and quote this next news release for the overall market. This is the SPY itself. And again, this is from MT Newswires. And it says, quote, stock futures were leaning higher ahead of the opening bell as investors turned their attention to upbeat earnings released in the after-hours session Thursday night and Friday morning's pre-market session, including BLK and Ericsson. Meanwhile, Netflix led losers after issuing mixed results for the second quarter and projecting a possible slowdown in new user numbers in the second half of the year. And on the economic calendar, the June housing starts bulletin at 8:30, so that just came out a few minutes ago, following by the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report at 10 a.m. Eastern, so that's 30 minutes after the opening bell. The Baker Hughes domestic oil and gas count is set to post at 1 p.m. as well. Into commodities, crude is down 0.6%. The U.S. oil fund is down 0.6% as well. The natural gas is down about 0.9%. U.S. natural gas fund is down 0.6%. Gold is up very small, 0.3%. Spider Gold Trust is up 0.6%. Silver's down 0.04%. And the iShares Silver Trust is up about 0.6%. So yeah, that's the market news. Netflix had some mixed results, and they are gapping down from it. People are having a little bit of a bearish sentiment with Netflix, and you can see how much they're down because of that news release. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Like I said, you got anything specific you want me to look at, let me know. But again, what I'm watching today, guys, is the pre-market high. I'm looking at that pre-market high breaks. We got a lot of strong moves in the market right now. You know, APDN, Mdgs is one of my favorites here. Even if it breaks under 2, we got a nice little range to play here for Mdgs, and so I'm watching that certainly here too. But again, the name of the game for me today is the moving average crossover and pre-market high breaks. That's what I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to be trying to get some much larger wins, and we're going to see how that goes. But yeah. Alex wants me to go over MVIS again. I think it just had lower volume. Like what you'll see me do here, guys, and this is why you'll see me just skim over it. Number one, it's a larger float stock. Okay, so this is what you want to understand about MVIS. Here's the thing, right? Let me break it down. Why I look at certain stocks and why I skip over others. Number one is just relative volume. You know, the relative volume is not that great for MVIS. It looks a little bit choppy and slow, to be honest. The volume's light today. It's gapping up nicely, but the volume's light and a little bit slow. It had a nice run yesterday, though, so I will give it some credit there. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Bad. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. But here's one thing I really do like about MVIS is that this one has just been consistently moving up. Look how strong this thing actually looks. So maybe you were right, bro. But look at the move up in the last 5 days. It's looking pretty strong, man. Here's the thing, though. This is what you want to understand about stocks, though. You're trying to catch momentum, you got to look at low floats, right? This is not a low float. This has got 100 and, what is it? Where is it? This has got 140 million in the float. And so some of the pros of higher floats, of larger floats, are that they're going to be a little bit more stable. They're going to be more stable, a little bit less sketchy, you know what I mean? Because they got more shares in the float. Some of the flaws of bigger floats, of larger floats, are that they're going to have a smaller range. They're not going to have as much momentum because there's not as many shares, or there's too many shares. It's a little bit more diluted. And so with that, it's going to be harder to make a move, and they're going to have smaller moves on average. But, you know, and so with that, when I see MVIS gapping up, but the volume's light, I'm going to skip over it a little bit. You know, it's not my favorite one. But if you're swing trading it specifically, I mean, you know, that's some pretty strong moves in the last week or two. So I'll give it credit. But yeah, that's why I kind of skip over it, is because smaller relative volume and, you know, bigger float. Yeah, BOXL, another one people are talking about today. BOXL, box light. And here's the thing, though, guys. Like I said, this is the reality behind this one, is that it's still technically red on the day. This one's still down on the day. You know, here's the previous closing price, this 420 level, everybody's favorite number. But it's still down on the day, technically. And so until it breaks 420, it's still technically red on the day. So like we'll see what happens, but it's red on the day actually. It closed at 420, and we're sitting at $4 now. So yeah, we're about 20 cents down on the day. I'm not saying I'm not going to trade it, but today, like I said, I'm looking mostly for pre-market high breaks, and this one doesn't really have an obvious or self-evident pre-market high that I can attack. But back to ATOS here, which is one of the larger movers in this market right now. ATOS making some nice solid moves. I'm watching specifically $5 right here and $5.14, the new pre-market high. But ATOS probably one of my favorites. Look at all the volume come in for this one. So let's see if we can find any new release that came out for this one. What's up, Tony? What's up, Nick? Yeah, I'll be watching AMD today. Alibaba. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let me see if I can find the news on ATOS, because this is one of the bigger relative volume stocks right now. Yeah, and I mean, they had that clinical study that they're going to be conducting with Atosa, which is the main news here for this one. But what do you guys think? I mean, the big movers of the day, though, they're a little bit more expensive than I generally trade, but APDN, solid, strong move here. A lot of interesting levels where we're at now, and then RMBL. So these are both pretty strong. What did Gene end up doing? Did Gene ever resume? Gene never resumed, man. Uh-oh. Anybody in Gene still? I'm curious to know if anybody's stuck in Gene. What did they say that was the cause of this? I mean, I know they launched the 5.1 mil direct offering, but they just halted and never resumed, man. I think, right? Yeah, they halted early yesterday in pre-market at 3 a.m. right when the pre-market opened up. They halted and never resumed. That's sketchy, man. I bet you a lot of people were holding this thing too, especially after this dip, right? When people see this dip, people are going to say, oh, well, it might bounce in pre-market, right? And so I bet you a bunch of people were holding it and then just bam, offering. Unfortunate. Kind of sketchy. UMRX is up a little bit in pre-market. We also got Space, SPCE. Space is ripping. Looking solid here. We got Dennis from Benzinga saying he added Space to his long-term portfolio. We also got like CKPT. And I mean, this one needs higher relative volume too, although the float looks to be noticeably smaller with this one. Yeah, the float is 40 mil for this one. But like I said, my main watches today, guys, are APDN. I'm going to go ahead and build my watch list really quick. I don't think I've done that yet. Oh, it's halted until Monday. Okay, I appreciate that, Wilton. Thank you, brother. This is mostly my watch list right now, guys. Like, this is mostly what's on my list at this point. Like, that's mostly what's on my watch list this morning, team. So yeah. Wish me luck, guys. You're stuck in Gene, S Money. What about DraftKings? Some people are talking about DraftKings. Man, it's time to legalize gambling. Like, it's time. I mean, here's the like it's time to legalize sports betting. You know, Mitch and I bet sports all the time. And we're not, like, I'm not a gambling addict or anything like that. Like, I don't even like gambling my money. Like, I put like $5 into MMA fights to make them more interesting, right? And I've had money in poker accounts. Like I have a few poker accounts online. I've had money in those accounts for like years. I haven't had to deposit money into those accounts in years, you know. And it's time to legalize online gambling because it's going to happen. It's one of those things, kind of like the war on drugs in certain ways, right? Where it's going to happen no matter what, right? And if you make it illegal, you're just creating a black market for it, right? When it's like, just legalize it, regulate it, and let people do it. They're going to do it anyway, you know? Like causing this you know, unregulated market, it's just worse for the consumer. It's worse for people. You know, you really want to protect people, just legalize it. Same thing with cannabis. Legalize it. You know, it's self-evident and obvious. You know, it's common sense. So we'll see what happens here. DraftKings is up. Let me look at the news for this too. All right, so DraftKings has become the exclusive official sports betting partner of Premier Lacrosse League. So they are, again, the official sports betting partner of the Premier Lacrosse League for DraftKings. And this is interesting. I like this one. We'll see what happens here. I might trade this one today too. But somebody talking about NIO dropping as well. Yeah, look at the drop on NIO, man. Ooh, all the way down to $12, under 12 for a second. What happened? This is like the Chinese Tesla, basically, is what NIO is. All right, so Goldman downgraded them basically from a sell to a neutral, or to a sell from a neutral. So he put in a sell rating for NIO, Goldman Sachs. So we'll see what happens there. The SPY itself is at the VWAP now. We'll see if it ends up bouncing there. What ends up going down for that? But let's do this, guys. Good luck, team. Let's make some money today. RMBL, APDN. I mean, this one doesn't look that bad now. Not that bad. I mean, I'd like to see more relative volume, though, for VC and X, but I'll watch it. You know, it's just, I'd like to see more relative volume. My favorite one probably is ATOS right now. ATOS or Mdgs. Even though this one's dropping, hitting that $0.50. See, look, even this level I drew earlier is holding. Look at that. Like I said, the chances that these levels would hold as well as they do are very slight. Like, look at that. We're actually holding here. Same thing with this level, too. So, yeah, ATOS, MDGS, probably my two main watches. All right, team, let's do this, guys. Hey team, we're live now. Come watch us attack the open, guys. Let's do this. Wish me luck today, team. Alright guys, let me sell out real quick. Make my post on Twitter, Facebook. Alright guys. What's up, Jay? Good morning, man. It's a beautiful day, guys. It's a beautiful day. Baba, I got you. We can look at Baba. Alibaba. Up really nicely, and Alibaba's making some nice moves. I don't know, since July. So the last few weeks, Alibaba's been popping off here, making some big moves. Pullback lately, but we are gapping up a little bit today. Yeah, and I think this one's just going to be, like, what you want to understand about Baba is the Chinese economy is directly influencing this one. Certainly. Like, the Chinese economy is certainly going to influence this one. And the reason why is because if you don't know what Alibaba is, right, as an Amazon seller myself, like, I run a few different Amazon businesses as well. As an Amazon seller, what Alibaba does is Alibaba is a wholesaler, but a large majority of the people that sell it on Alibaba, it basically connects Chinese wholesalers with US and sellers from all across the world, right? So what you do with Alibaba is you can create like a private label product. Say you want to create a yoga mat company, right? You can go to Alibaba. They'll have a bunch of wholesale distributors of yoga mats. You can message them and be like, yo, I need 1,000 yoga mats and I want you to stamp this logo on it. I want you to stamp my logo on it. I need 1,000 yoga mats at $2 a piece. You know, and they'll kind of bargain with you, and then you come up to a price, say y'all agree on $3 a piece, and then you'll be like, deal. You know, and you'll pay them, they'll ship you the yoga mats, and they'll stamp your logo on them. You get the yoga mats with your new logo on them, and then you sell them on Amazon for like 20 bucks, right? Your own private label product, your own yoga mat company, you'll sell them on Amazon for 20 bucks, making 18% profit, you know, good margin. Or whatever it is, minus shipping costs and stuff like that. But that's what Alibaba does, right? So with all that said, Baba's going to be directly influenced by the state of the Chinese economy and how much everything's affecting China. Because if the virus is out there and it's getting worse and they're on lockdown, people aren't going to be able to do all that stuff. Like, they're not going to be able to run those businesses. And so with that, if the virus numbers are looking good in China, Alibaba's ultimately going to benefit. If they're looking bad in China, Alibaba is ultimately not going to benefit, you know. So that's what you want to look at. That's the dynamic that I see with Baba and all that good stuff. What else we got, guys? We also have like PHAS here. What's the float for? What is this? FRSX? Float's not that bad. It's just I don't mind watching this one too. Like FRSX. We'll see if we rip there. Hey, I appreciate that, Wilton. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. I'm also gonna watch like, whoa, look at SINT, guys. SINT just had a huge drop, big drop here for SINT. Broke under the previous closing price. See, this is what happens, guys. This is what happens offering, just like Gene here. And this is what happens. They run their stock up, and then right when everybody's bag holding it, boom, drop a 1.5 million share offering at $2 a share. So they pump their stock up, and then boom, they drop their offering. You know. It is what it is. It happens, guys. That's how they do it, you know. Hey, I appreciate that, Nick. Thank you, brother. Yeah. I mean, I don't do private label. I'm more of a reseller. I'm not much of a private label guy. There's too many. Here's the thing, right? Here, I'll give you a quick little Amazon lesson. You might be scrolling through Facebook or somewhere else, and you might see like an Amazon FBA advertisement, right? And they're gonna tell you that you could just get rich quick on Amazon FBA, and that you can create your own private label product, and that they're making millions of dollars doing so, and all that good stuff. And like, I get it, and you can make money doing it. The reality is, it's very difficult, and there's a huge amount of risk with FBA. And the reason there's risk is because you might have the best product finder in the world. You might pick out the best product in the world, and you might just load up on inventory for that product, right? Say you buy 1,000 yoga mats, right? Or here's a better one. Say you buy thousands of fidget spinners, right? Say you buy thousands of fidget spinners, and you might make money for 2 months with fidget spinners. But then after 2 months, fidget spinners aren't cool anymore, and so they don't sell. And so you're just bag holding, basically, thousands of fidget spinners that you can't sell, right? A lot of the times, like if you go to websites like flippa.com, You go to websites like flippa.com, you'll see people trying to sell Amazon FBA businesses. And you can look at what the margins are like for those businesses. And the margins are usually something like this. Like they're spending like 9 or 10 grand to make like $1,000 or $2,000 a month. Right? And so they're spending tens of thousands of dollars to make 1 or 2 grand a month. Right? And like, sure, that's not that bad if it was a conventional business, but you're holding on to all of that risk, right? When those things don't sell that well anymore, you're going to be sitting on 10 grand in bags, you know, and it's not going to be fun. And that's why Amazon FBA is not as lucrative as people think. I would guess to say that people make more money from the advertisements selling courses on Amazon FBA than they actually do selling on Amazon FBA. And again, this is coming from somebody that sells on Amazon, you know. It's not some just secret world like it. You could make money on it like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe longer than that. But nowadays, everybody's doing it, super saturated, very difficult, and a lot of risk. Like, that's the reality behind it. Some people are asking me to look at TTOO. Yeah, I mean, TTOO has this interesting level right here at 185. It's the previous closing price. This 185 previous closing price level probably looks the most interesting for me here. We'll see though. We'll see. You know, I'm still watching a few other ones, but again, my favorite ones, like I might end up buying Mdgs if it holds over these levels. You know, like I might buy like 100 shares of this one, try to have some fun. I might buy like 50 shares of this one. Trying to hold this one into the open. So I just bought 50 shares of MDGS here. I'm just going to try to hold this one into the opening bell. See if we get some moves up. I don't hate it. We just want to see it hold here. But yeah, just a small position. I don't necessarily hate adding into it. Yeah, I'm never telling anybody my store, Robert. Yeah, y'all ain't about to know. Yeah, too many bitter, insecure people on YouTube for me to tell people those type of things, man. You know, like I got a lot of businesses I just don't talk about because like I don't want people to get weird. Like, listen, you got a lot of insecure people here, man. Like people that don't even know me, they obsess. Like we got like a group of dislikers, right? That just hang out and just wait to dislike our channel, man. I've never hated on anybody that much in my life, you know. But people are insecure, man. So I would tell you guys like the name of my stores and all that stuff. I ain't doing that, you know. I'm not telling people because then you're just gonna get we're gonna get a bunch of haters there. I'm not saying that's you either. I'm just saying I ain't telling nobody. Drop shipping's tough too, man. Drop shipping, like listen, you can make money with drop shipping, but it's one of those things where it's like anything where you make money without investing or you make money without doing anything, it's gonna be super saturated. I think drop shipping probably is too. Although I've never drop shipped, so I can't say whether it's good or bad or anything like that. You know. But yeah, I'm in MDGS, 50 shares. Like I said, nothing too crazy here. Another one that I'm looking at, and this is kind of what crazy parabolic movers end up looking like beforehand sometimes. It's like CKPT. Sometimes they're just going to fail too, though. But I'm going to look for this one to pick up some volume and maybe run up to 250. Maybe not, though. We also have HMHC. Over 260 still looks good. We got some interesting levels here for this one, too. But yeah, I mean, the higher volume ones right now are like APDN and RMBL, a little bit more expensive. But these two are looking very, very strong. And again, they had news that came out today. Let me see what the news was. They had encouraging data that came out. This is a vaccine stock for APDN, and they had encouraging data that came out for it. We also had, like I said, RMBL gapping up, and this one, I mean, not as much volume, but over 18 still looks okay, like right here. But let me see the news for this one, RMBL. And I got a few other articles we can look at in the overall market here, but RMBL is up. They're going to present at an upcoming JP Morgan auto conference, and they had a pilot program with Car Gurus. So they had basically a contract and a partnership formed with Car Gurus for RMBO. Looking into the overall market, though, we are bouncing. I know we had some numbers that came out today. We had USA housing starts month over month for June at 17.3%, which is pretty good. We had building permits that are down to 2.1% for June. A little bit slower of a day I'm seeing. Like, let me see if we can find anything else. Like I said, you guys have anything specific you want me to look at, let me know. So yeah, June housing starts came in at 1.186 million versus the expected 1.188 million, so a little bit worse than expected. June building permits 1.24 million versus the expected 1.29 million, so worse than expected on both fronts there. And I'm going to go ahead and read another article from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, the U.S. booked another daily record on new virus infections Thursday with about 77,300 new cases, boosting the national tally to nearly 3.6 million cases, according to data from Johns Hopkins University. There have been 138,360 deaths in the U.S. from this. Oil prices are down. Global benchmark Brent crude down 0.6%. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude down 0.4%. We had losses in the previous session because of basically COVID here. Data showed worse than expected housing starts and housing results. We do have the July consensus for consumer sentiment that came out at 79 versus the 78.1 expected. We had APDN up. We had Norwegian Cruise Line down 1.7% after pricing a stock offering. So NCLH down after an offering. Netflix is down after second quarter results that came out that were mixed, I believe. SCYX is popping up on the scanners, guys, but this is almost certainly a reverse split. So I saw this one on the scanners. This is almost certainly looks like a 1 to 10 reverse split. Let me see. Yeah, 1 for 10 reverse stock split effective June 17th. So yeah, split for SCYX. So I don't care about this one anymore then. We got VCNX, which is making some moves, and maybe I was wrong about this one. I originally didn't like it, but the volume's just starting to come in for VCNX here. VCNX, and this is VaxNX 13G from late Thursday showed 0.72 asset management hold a 70. So again, a 13G filing from late yesterday showed 0.72 holds a 7.2 passive stake in VaxNX, which is VCNX. So they found out a 13G filing showed a passive stake for a well-known company for VCNX, and it's gapping up from 5.60s all the way to $9, over $9 now. Yeah, so Netflix had earnings, and we can look at it real quick. So Netflix gapping down. It had mixed earnings today. Let me see. So just to look at Netflix. I could show you guys real quick. Alright, so from these results, Credit Suisse downgraded them to a neutral from outperform on subdued subscriber growth. So they had a little bit worse subscriber growth. They cut the price target to $5.25 from $5.50. What is that noise? What are my neighbors doing out there, man? Alright. Alright, but yeah, let me look a little bit deeper into these results. Alright, so the results for Netflix came out. They increased 10 million subscribers, but that came out on the 16th. Okay, hold on, guys. Alright, so yeah, they came in at second quarter revenue of $6.15 billion, second quarter net of $720.2 million, and second quarter EPS of $1.59 billion, or no, $1.59 per share. So, yeah, they basically what's going on here is the COVID subscriber boom is coming to an end, is what they're saying. So basically, and listen, from all facets of business, this is happening, including my stream, right? Like when we had people home from the virus, my numbers went up like 30%, right? So like the stream numbers like went up huge when people were all home from the virus, right? People stayed home, they didn't work, they hung out, and they tried to learn how to trade the stock market, and that caused a big boom in my numbers, my views, my stream numbers, and all that good stuff. And that's slowing down a little bit because people are starting to go back to work, the economy's starting to come back, and Netflix is feeling it as well because their numbers went down a little bit. Like they had less new subscribers. So in March quarter, Netflix added 15.7 million new subscribers. For the second quarter, though, they posted revenue of $6.15 billion. Profit was $1.59 a share. But yeah, that's the news. Lower than expected per share earnings for the company, basically, is what's going down with Netflix, and that's why it's ultimately down here. But yeah, wait, what's? I'm holding something. Mdgs. So we obviously want to see this hold over 2, but I'm taking smaller sizing with this one. Nothing too crazy here. We'll see what happens. I'm holding MDGS with just a little position here. What? Who's got dentures? $900. Yeah. $900, bro. What are you talking about, man? That's a lot. Listen, like I said, I don't have dogs. I love dogs. My wife's allergic to everything. Everything. My wife is literally allergic to everything, man. Like, my house was like a zoo growing up. I had 1 million animals. But my wife is like allergic to everything. And so I can never get a dog, unfortunately. Alright, guys. What else we got? RVP. Yeah, this one's alright. We'll see what happens here. TENX is popping up a little bit. Like I said, today the name of the game, guys, is like I said, I talked about it earlier, but the name of the game today is watching pre-market high breaks. Like, we had some solid numbers that came out when I back tested and tested gapping penny stocks, right? I looked at all the high relative volume stocks in the last month. I had about 64 stocks, and I tested them to see how often they would push up and break the pre-market high after forming it in pre-market and then opening up after the bell, right? So how many times after the bell a stock would push up and break the previous pre-market high? And they only broke it about a third of the time, but when they actually did break, when stocks finally broke that pre-market high level, they absolutely ran huge. So when stocks break the pre-market high level, they run big most of the time. Like a large majority of the time they did. We're also going to be trading the moving average crossover today, which showed really good results in the backtesting session, and yesterday was my first day really trading it. We had really solid results on the moving average crossover using the 26 SMA and the 12 EMA. So whenever you have those two moving averages cross over or under each other, you get a nice surge in momentum and up in either bullish or downward direction, depending on which average was crossing over which, right? And so that showed some really nice promise there too. And so we're going to look at both of those setups today. The moving average crossover, all of these are in the first 30 minutes, but that's what we're looking at really. We're also going to look at Bned. I don't think I've looked at this one. It's at 220 now, or it's gapping up from 220 to 280 with a huge move for Bned. And this is Barnes and Noble. Man, are they really doing that bad? I mean, listen. Barnes & Noble's struggling because, let's face it here. Paper books are becoming obsolete, and then especially like retail bookstores, they're not going to be around much longer. Like, retail bookstores are not going to be around much longer. They're becoming somewhat obsolete, and people are just going to order books off of Amazon. Unfortunately. And I like Barnes & Noble, man. I like to go chill, drink some coffee and eat some food and read a book, but unfortunately, I don't think the current, customer base is going to sustain in the next 5 years. Barnes & Noble, unfortunately. So I don't think we're going to see that. I get my news from Thinkorswim. MVIS is popping up though here. Hey, somebody mentioned MVIS and there it goes, man. Maybe you were right, bro. I was wrong. You were right. You were smart. I was dumb. You're very good looking and I'm not attractive, but you were right, man. MVIS is popping up here. Let's look at the news, but you were right, man. MVIS is making some moves here right now. I don't see any catalyst for it, but hey, shout out to old boy that recommended MVIS because it's doing things. What's the script to put that previous high line in Thinkorswim? It's in our Discord. All right, team, let's do this. Opening bell. No, so my largest trade ever, I made about $5,000. It was a little bit over $5,000 shorting Uber. I shorted Uber when California dropped that legislation, or when California put out something that said they were suing Uber. And I was already in it with like a few thousand shares, and then it just tanked after that news, and I ended up making like $6,000 from it. I got a video about it, but that was my largest win. Alright guys, market's about to open up. I'm going to take these gap scanners away and I'm going to put some of these other good scanners up here. Alright guys. See if I can add any more of these scanners here. Hold on. Alright guys, market's about to open up. Let's do this. Alright, we got breaking out on volume. Sorry, I'm getting everything rolling here, guys. Getting all the nice scanners up here. Let's do this, team. Let's make some money today, guys. Shall we? I think we shall. Alright, like I said, guys, today I'm specifically watching pre-market high breaks. Like, that's really what I want to see here is pre-market high breaks. Let's do this, team. Market's about to open up right now. Good luck. HHMC, guys. HHMC popping up here. I'm probably going to have to get out of this one, I guess. Or, what is it? HMHC. Look at this rip up here. HMHC ripping up here. We got RMBL we're watching. We're still holding MDGS, although I'll probably have to get out of this one soon. But good luck, team. Let's make some money today. Alright, there's... Good luck, guys. CKPT, HMHC, guys. I'm probably going to have to get out of this one soon for MDGS. Unless we can get like a rip here. Okay, I see you. APDN dropping some at the opening bell. Same thing with RMBL dropping a little bit. Nothing too crazy, though. The SPY is down. We got HMHC, guys, making some big rips right before the bell. Nothing too crazy yet. Watch CKPT, guys. Like I said, CKPT looks like one of those stocks that runs that people forget about. CKPT, guys. Look at CKPT. I'm also going to be looking at the moving average crossover. Let me put that up here. Alright, we're getting some moves here. APDN moving up a little bit. MDGS on the scanners. We got DFFN popping up on the scanners. VCNX. DFN popping up on the scanners, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to catch all my screens here. We got UAVS breaking over some highs. UAVS breaking over some highs. I might add a little bit of shares to this one too if we get some rips. All right, we got MDGs making some moves. DFFM popping up on the skaters. VRNA making some moves. VRNA. Look at VRNA, guys. If VRNA breaks this pre-market high at 1083, VRNA might be a huge parabolic mover today, guys. It's moving pretty big, honestly. VRNA. So watch VRNA here. We also got FRSX, guys. FRSX on the scanners. FRSX. I'm going to come back to this one and we'll see. On MDGs. Look at FRSX, guys, popping up here. We did have the crossover for FRSX. So we did get the crossover there. All right, MDGs is looking strong here. All right, so we're up some. Looking good. We get the crossover here. I'm going to add a few more. I'm being patient, guys. Like I said, I'm waiting for that pre-market high break because like that was super profitable. CKPT, guys. CKPT. Remember, I think I even said that one today. Yeah, CKPT making some moves, guys. CKPT. I'm waiting for the crossover. I'm going to add some more to this one, especially since I'm up already for MDGs and we're above some nice levels here. But I need a little bit more. But yeah, MDGs making some moves. On the scanners, guys. TENX, TENX. Huge rip for TENX. TENX popping off on the scanners, guys. TENX. Looking at FRSX, guys. FRSX. Like I said, I'm waiting for the pre-market high breaks, though. That's what I really want to see here. Ah, man. See, I told you guys. CKPT making rips here. TENX making rips too. TENX. I'm looking for this moving average crossover to happen here, though. For this. They're about to cross, it looks like, for MDGs. ALNA, guys. HHT and ALNA. Let me get my other screen up so I can trade both. Alright, so we're getting some nice little rips here. Nice little rips. ALNA making some moves here. ALNA popping off, making some moves. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Afro. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Welcome, man. I appreciate the subscribe, brother. Thank you. Alright, TENX is just making some huge rips this morning, guys. Big moves. Big strength coming in. Alright, I'm in with another 100 shares of MDGs here. I'm in with 150 shares. Nothing too crazy. But, like I said, we're just seeing if this thing can eventually just rip up and break pre-market highs. At 252. I mean, that's the goal. ALNA, guys. TENX. CKPT. All making some pretty legit moves. But again, ALNA. Look at ALNA. TENX. If you're looking for some momentum, they're ripping up here. And guys, I called out CKPT. I even said that looks like one of those ones that ends up running. And look at CKPT. Huge rip. ALNA actually, the SPY is super volatile. What happened to the SPY? Bad numbers come out or something? We got FRSX making some moves here. FRSX. Hey, thank you, big man. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, no stress. No stress. Try. Thank you, bro. Appreciate the support, man. What else we got? Well, I'm probably about to get out of this one. I don't like this drop at all. I mean, we'll let it see if it bounces here at the VWAP, but not really loving this. guess I'll use $2 as a risk level. I don't hate $2. Yeah, we're close to it. Like I said, $2 seems like a reasonable risk. We break under 2. I might as well say goodbye to this one. Alright. I could let it test, but probably gonna, yeah, I gotta get out there. Alright, $23 loss, pretty small, just bad news for MDGs here. But again, guys, like I said, we're going back to that pre-market high break, and one that I'm looking at that might be breaking that is TENX here. TENX making some strong moves. We break 150. I'm gonna get in this one, and I'm just gonna be patient with it. BNGO, guys. BNGO about to break pre-market high. Cheap stock too. BNGO. We might have some fun with that one. Alright, here's the pre-market high on BNGO. I'm also looking at like TENX. TENX is trying. Alright, I am in with 350 shares of BNGO. Wish me luck, guys. Alright, I'm in BNGO, 350 shares. I'm still watching some of these other ones to see if they break pre-market highs, specifically like TENX maybe. Alright, so we got a really nice break here for TENX, and we're starting to push, squeeze. We got 77s there, okay. Here we go. 350, 125. Alright, we're looking good. Okay, I see you. We're gonna take a little bit over. It did it again! No! Oh my gosh, man. I gotta remember to press enter. It did it again. It's the same thing I did yesterday. Same exact thing I did yesterday, man. Man, I wanted to hold it. I made $12 from it, but it did it again, guys. It really is my fault. I forgot to press enter, is what it is. Man, I'm trying to scale out. And, BNGO is solid looking too, man. It's just too late, but there's the pre-market high break. Man, if this thing goes crazy, I'm gonna be mad. TENX got rejected there. What else we got? HTBX showing up now. HTBX. See, this would have been a really nice win. It's alright. We got HTBX though, guys. HTBX. Which absolutely ripped up. Man, this was the one though. This was the one when you look at the pre-market high break. Let's try dip buying this. Alright, we're in with 225 shares of HTBX, guys. 225 shares. Like I said, I'm going to try to be patient with this. Look at BNGO just go crazy now. BNGO just ripping up huge. Huge rip for BNGO. But yeah, we got the pre-market high break for HTBX. That hurts, man. I gotta say. Honestly, that hurts. For BNGO. Went up to 87. But yeah, like I said, we gotta be patient because I'm a little bit late on this one, but usually, like, these are the ones that end up running up for the rest of the day. The ones that break the pre-market high like this, usually these are the ones that run. Now, this one's already kind of up there, but I like the little pullback dip buy because I can use a risk level of right around that level, and it's not terrible. Alright, we also have CKPT. And man, I called that one out, CKPT. I talked about that one a lot. Yeah, I'm bummed out about it, Vinny, but it is what it is. Like, I'm alright. Like, I made money yesterday, and like I said, I don't mind holding this. If I lose like $100 on this one even for HTBX, I don't hate it. I'm just trying to be patient with it. Unless it just dumps fast, I'm just going to be patient with this. See if we get some nice rip-ups to break pre-market highs and stuff like that. Like, that's all I really want to see. And I'll try to be patient with the HTBX here. On the scanners, though, CKPT is moving up. We also have ASTC, which is ripping up nicely. ASTC. ASTC. YRCW. YRCW starting to rip, guys. YRCW. But yeah, it's the second time in 2 days that that's happened to me. Like I said, the good thing about it is like it'll teach me to exit my positions is what it's gonna. It'll teach me to press enter. When it happens twice like that and I miss out on some big wins, I mean, BNGO eventually ended up running back down, which is okay. You know, like we're still fine. I'm also looking at MDGS, guys. I might get into like another trade here on MDGS. But like I said, today we're looking at pre-market high breaks. Like that's all we're really doing here. And like I said, I'm taking a little bit larger size with this one on HTBX, and I don't mind letting it work, looking for a bounce here. But CKPT, guys, CKPT. I also might short NIO on my other screen here. If it breaks lows, I might short NIO down to 1150. We'll see. Looking at maybe shorting NIO here at about 1150. Also looking at MDGS. Although it's not looking that great anymore. Oh no. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh no. Is this halted? Or is it just lagging? Is it halted or is Thinkorswim just lagging? Is the internet working here? Yeah, the internet's working fine. Thinkorswim is completely frozen. It's completely frozen. Alright, I gotta watch it here. Thinkorswim is completely frozen. Either that or the stock market's completely frozen. We are actually completely frozen here. Wow. We are actually legitimately completely frozen here in the stocks. Thinkorswim's completely frozen. Watch, I bet you they're gonna blame it on probably gonna blame it on my end this time too. Alright, yeah, it's mine. I guess it's just mine. Whatever. I'll be alright. Maybe so. Alright, I'm shorting NIO here too. Let me put my window up so you guys can see it. So I'm shorting NIO here. Like I said, I missed out on a little bit of it. I'm trying to keep track of the spread. It's not too bad. Okay. I'm gonna get out a little bit more here, and then I'm gonna hold 100 shares. All right, so we're looking better for NIO or for HTBX. So we're looking better. Like we're up to 56. I'm still waiting for some of these to break here. There's 56. Like I said, I think we got to just be patient with these because like the back testing results showed that like stocks that do break pre-market high, it might take them a little while, but they usually are the ones that run, right? And so looking for a bounce here at the VWAP makes sense too for NIO. Alright, I'm going to get out the rest here. I'm up $37 on that NIO trade. We'll see what else we can find today, though. Nah, brother. Glenn, I got 32 gigs, bro. Like I said, this is like my work, man. So, like, I got a lot of RAM. I got 32 gigs of RAM. Maybe I should add more dedicated RAM to it. I mean, yeah, I got 32 gigs, bro. I got a lot of RAM, honestly. Oof, man, I should have held a little bit on NIO. I ended up exiting too soon. But, nailed that. All right, so we're getting the rip up here. We're getting the rip back up here. Come on, let's do this, HTBX. I want $3 today. I want $3. And like I said, the plan today was to be patient. We get pre-market high breaks. The plan's to be patient today. We'll see. Ooh, NIO just breaking down big here. Like I said, if you guys, we got ASTC and BNED. ASTC and BNED. Now, BNED is interesting to me here. BNED. CKPT breaking pre-market highs. CKPT breaking pre-market highs, guys. CKPT. It's at 262s now. I probably should. Vinny, I probably should, brother. I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, to their credit, listen, guys. I'm running this stream. I'm running TEFs. I'm running Trade Ideas, OBS. 3 separate chart windows on Thinkorswim and a lot of other stuff. So, like, I'm running a lot of memory on my computer right now. Like, a lot. Alright, so we're getting some moves. We're at 265s. About break even right now. Come on, let's do this. Like I said, I gotta be patient with this. I'm just trying to see if this continues here. Like, I want to see a high break here for this one. There we go. 68s. Like I said, I want to just be patient with this. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Kelvin. Hey, remember, y'all hit that subscribe button. I do this live for free every single day on YouTube. Every day on YouTube, I'm trading just like this. Ooh, I do not like this. I wish they had a position button that I could immediately pull my position up and try to get out. I'm being patient with this, though. Like I said, if I lose $100 even on this trade, it ain't the end of the world. Like, I want to give HTBX time to, like, really make its move and see if we can break 275, get up to, like, $3 is what I want to see. Because, like, that's what happens a lot with these. I might short into NIO here. I'm in NIO with 400 shares. I'm in NIO with 400 shares here. We're going to see if we can catch it back down to 1150. YRCW about to break highs. YRCW. Look, there's BNED. Nice, Wilton. Hey, brother, I was telling you, man. What? What are you talking about, Will? Hey, I appreciate the sub. D, I'm just gonna call you D. I appreciate the sub. Appreciate that. Welcome. Yeah, I mean, I'm using a few different platforms. Oh, man, I looked the other way, and my NIO is just going against me. I forgot I was holding this one. Where's NIO? Okay, I'll give it one more second. It's fine. We're right around my risk level. Like, very, very close. I think I gotta use this level now as my risk, this 248 level. YRCW is trying here. YRCW. Hey, y'all remember to hit that subscribe button. We do this live every single day on YouTube. Well, see, I don't want it to exit the position bad. I just wanted to bring up what I'm holding. I got to get out of NIO. I just got stopped out of that one. I don't want it to exit the position. I just wanted to bring up my position here. Like, kind of like Tef's has this P button right here that I can press and it'll bring up my entire position so I can get ready to sell it or buy it or whatever. I don't necessarily want to sell. I just want to bring it up so I can sell if I need to. ATOS, guys. ATOS. Fighting back a little bit here. ATOS. Okay. I see HTBX. Like I said, we're trying to give this time here per the backtesting results. YRCW breaking highs too. YRCW. All right, I'm looking at a ATOS here. ATOS. I kind of want to buy some more shares, but I think I got to be patient with this one here and just try to give this one time to really work here. There's 67s. There we go, 68. Come on, man, let's break that high. Alright, I'm in 100 shares of ATOS too. I'm in 100 shares of ATOS. Alright, I just took half of the position off, a little bit less than half for HTBX. A little bit less than half off. Again, I'm holding ATOS here as well, ATOS. But I'm holding 125 shares left. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I just want a button where I can press it and it'll bring up 125 shares right now. Make sure to press enter. There we go. Alright, so I'm in ATOS here. We had the crossover. We had a few other moves for it. But yeah, taking profits there is going to protect me so much. And that way I can really give this one time to like climb back up here if it can. Alright, we're also looking at BNGO here. ADMA popping up on the scanners. HHT. Look at HHT, guys. HHT making some moves. Market's kind of consolidating a little bit. Alright, NIO is trying to fight back here. It's trying. Alright, there's 69, 70s. Okay, come on, HTBX, let's do it. There's 72, 73s. Looking good. Let's get that high of the break at 275. It's also the quarter dollar, so like this level might reject it. But that's alright. There's 70s, 71s. Let's let it work. It's seeming strong here, so we're gonna give it a little bit more time. Oh, there's the rip. There's the rip. No, it did it again, man. Why does it keep doing this, man? This is so aggravating. Look, I'm going to buy 175 shares here. Like, it did it again. Like, that time I literally had it in. Oh my gosh, man. Like, it's second time in a row it's done that to me. I'm going to jump right back in it. But that's going to use all my buying power. Man. It's my fault. It's not Thinkorswim's fault. It's my fault. Did we get halted? We did. We either got halted or Thinkorswim's frozen. No, we didn't get halted. Okay. Man. Here, I gotta put up HTBX on my other screen so I can actually keep track of this here, because I don't. It's hard to see what it's actually doing. My Thinkorswim's freezing. There's 78s. All right, come on. $75, $74s. Yeah, I'm just getting used to it, but the point remains is that these strategies are legit. $77, $78s. $79s, $80s. Okay. $82s. We're gonna have to watch it on the other screen. $78s, $79s. I'm trying to give this time to consolidate up here, but I gotta watch the other screen just because my level 2's acting funny. 79s. We just need this 80 break. Yeah, I'm gonna get out there. That's fine. So I made about 20 bucks on the day. Green on the day now. And I'm still holding HTBX. We'll see. But again, the good news about it, guys, the good news about this trade, even though I botched it and kind of mismanaged it and kind of screwed it up, but the good news about this trade is that it confirms the backtesting results I've been talking about all day, and specifically how it correlates with pre-market high breaks, right? When you get this pre-market high break right here, it has shown to be incredibly profitable. Like, listen, a large majority of stocks, 2/3 of stocks are not going to break this level right here. Like, when a stock forms a pre-market high like this, only 1/3 of stocks are eventually going to push up like HTBX did and actually break that level. 2/3 of stocks are going to fail to do that. A large majority of stocks are just not going to accomplish that. But when a stock actually does, when a stock actually finally breaks that pre-market high level, it has shown to be an incredible indicator of strength. And again, they end up running up a huge majority of the time. And so it's a good indicator on strong stocks that will possibly run up the rest of that day, right? And same thing with HTBX. Like, this one was a really nice trade. I'm green on the day from it. And that's how we work it, right? Like, that's how we trade it. And it works, right? It works really, really well. Actually attacking that and approaching that in that way, right? Those pre-market high breaks. Very profitable way to approach it, and it's been working out super well. And so I hope you guys understand, like, why I'm attacking them per the backtesting results. Robbie, yeah, you didn't tell me about HTBX, brother. I got in because of the pre-market high break. I mean, I'm looking back, you did say something about it, but I was watching HTBX this morning. I included it on my watch list and everything from this morning. Oh, ATOS is just dropping, though. This is going to hurt my green on the day. I'm going to get out here. I just don't like it. Oh, my gosh, man. I'm just messing up with share size this morning. So about a break-even day. ATOS obviously didn't do what I wanted it to, but about a break-even day. Is this frozen on this gap down? I'm going to try to get out here. Oh, no. What? My Thinkorswim is just acting stupid, man. It says I'm holding 25 shares, okay. it's 25 shares, whatever. But no, I appreciate you calling it out. I'm not trying to get like weird with you. I'm just saying, like, I saw HTBX this morning. Auto, guys, AUTO. Yeah, I got out of that one. I'm already out of HTBX, Robbie. I mean, it's not a bad day. I mean, it's not like it's a terrible day or anything. It's just, it's not that it's like a terrible day or anything. It's just that, I'm kind of mismanaging my entries and exits like a solid amount today. So I'm just kind of mismanaging my trades. It's about a break-even day, so it's not a bad day. But the lesson for today, though, guys, is like, I need to save, like, if I could, here's the thing, right? I created this plan in pre-market, right? Like, I created this plan of like what I was going to do today, and I ended up kind of wandering off and trading stuff that I didn't necessarily want to trade, right? And so instead of just sticking to the higher percentage play, I guess I got bored and I started to trade setups that I didn't necessarily like. I'm in NIO right now, and so that's kind of what happened, is that I started to trade setups that were not A+. And if I would have just stuck to the setups and strategies I was actually working, it would have been a much better day. The SPY itself is dropping, though. The SPY itself looks like it's about to break lows, and it did break lows. And so the SPY looks like it might break under the previous closing price. So that's why I'm holding NIO here to see if we get a following drop with it. I'm also kind of looking at AMD. But yeah, I'm in NIO short with 200 shares, and kind of a break-even day on this front. We're going to start to scale up into larger positions. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. SPY's looking weak itself, so. Alright, I am in AMD as well, short with 400 shares. So just to put all of these positions up here. I am in AMD short with 400 shares. And I'm going to take a little bit off of NIO there. Going to take a little bit off of AMD there. Holding 200 shares left of AMD. Writing it down. Looking for the break under 55. Going to go ahead and get out the rest there. Still holding NIO here with 100 shares. And we got a nice little breakdown there too. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I just want to see a break under 1150 for NIO. Ah, man, AMD continued. It continued. It's okay. Market's breaking under the previous closing price. That's consequently going to be dragging a lot of these other stocks down, which is why you saw me short there, right? You want to see why I jumped in a few different positions short, is because, I'm going to get out NIO there, is because the market itself broke under the previous closing price, which is a huge level. So if we look at the previous closing price here on the SPY, the market itself, let me show you guys. So we do have the script that documents the previous closing price. The market itself popped under this previous closing price level for a split second, and that dragged a lot of other stocks down. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Hornets. Hey, y'all be like Hornets. Hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every single weekday morning for free on YouTube. And so if you want to show support for what we do here, hit the subscribe button, click the bell. I appreciate the love, team. Yeah, it's probably mine, guys. I'm just kind of, you know. Yeah, I'm out of HTBX. I got out a while back. And that's why I got out. I just didn't want to risk too much with that. I'm still looking at NIO. I'm still looking at AMD on the short side. The market, this is what the market is like saying to us right now, though, guys. Just if you want to see, this is what the market's saying to us right now. So it's trying to break the previous closing price. It's trying, right? But it didn't. So it broke underneath it and then just rebounded here. And so the next resistance levels that I see are right here, that we just broke over. We also got one right here at 321. We got, and then after that we don't have any more until about 321.20 way up there. So that's what I'm looking at for the market. We're gonna see if we can fight our way back over these resistance levels. And if we do, I mean, we might see some bounces. BLNK, a lot of people talking about BLNK. Also AUTO. It's kind of pulling the same thing. I mean, it broke pre-market high. Yeah, BLNK, beautiful little red to green move there. Nice squeeze up. Look at that. Nice little break there. HHMC. And like I said, guys, y'all remember to hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. Another thing y'all can go do, guys. Sorry, I forgot to mention that today. My bad, Trader Mike. Y'all go check out Trader Mike's Discord. A really great Discord, super active penny stock Discord. It's honestly one of the reasons I got back involved trading penny stocks. Just a really cool active Discord with a lot of talented traders there. You'll see me hang out at this Discord like after the stream is over. And so y'all go check out my man Trader Mike's Discord. I'll post that link here. It's completely free as well, guys. There's the link in the chat. Alright, so, like I said, the market's kind of battling this resistance. HMHC is still kind of under a bunch of resistance levels. So here's the SPY itself, though. And like I said, the SPY is kind of battling these resistance levels that I talked about. You can see them here. So if we break back under 321, I might short into some of these other ones, specifically NIO if it breaks under 1150. SPY trying. Alright, so yeah, we're watching the SPY to see if we get under 320. We're still waiting. Like we're just looking for some following moves. I'm also looking at AMD workhorse. Workhorse under 1520. Doesn't look that bad. But yeah, auto, AUT. NVAX, guys. NVAX is ripping. Same thing with auto. NVAX and auto. Yeah, like I said, y'all go check out Trader Mike's. Really dope Discord. Yeah, NIO is kind of consolidating around 1150s. We're going to see. I'm short into NIO here, and the reason I'm short is because the market broke under that 320 level. Alright, there's 47s. .46s. Alright, let's see if we can break lows on NIO here. I don't want to see a quick bounce though, but we might get one. But yeah, here's NIO just so you guys can see it. I'm short in NIO. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take half off there. Holding 200 shares. We're going to see if we get this low at the daybreak right here at 1140 for NIO. Holding 200 shares left. But yeah, I took 500 shares here. Like I said, we're going to let it work and see if we can break under 1140. Alright, we're going to take another half off here. Just in case we get the bounce. 100 shares left. Alright, there's the break under 1140, guys. There's 39s. Man, I definitely do much better in the first hour of the day, for sure. Alright, we're watching NIO. Like I said, market's breaking down. NIO is breaking down. I might try to short into AMD too here. We're going to get out of NIO. It's bouncing. We'll jump back in if it breaks. But AMD is dropping. We're going to see if we can short into it with the market. Market's again trying to break under the previous closing price. Alright, we're in AMD with 200 shares here. We're just looking for it to drop with the market. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Andrew. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Market rebounding back up here. Yeah, I'm out of AMD there. The reason I'm out is because the market is... Look at this pivot back up in the market. So I got my money on NIO and AMD. I made some, but look, yeah, look at the SPY. Look at this. Second time it's done it. And you can see how much stocks respect this light blue line right here, this previous closing price. Stocks are just, they're watching that level like a hawk, man. It's the level where stocks go from red to green on the day. Also in penny stock land, guys, ACRX is making these big moves. Look at this. ACRX running up here. ACRX running up here. We'll see what happens. It just broke previous highs of the day, and now it's faking people out, it looks like. So be careful, I guess, with that one. Hey, what's up, Kyle? Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Hey, thank you, Chris. Thank you, bro. Yes, sir. Yeah, hey, shout out to my man Kyle over there. If y'all don't know about Kyle, that dude is a legitimately, like, talented trader for sure. We call him MGK because this dude literally trades thousands of times per day. Like, y'all want to see, like, a living algorithm trader? That's him, man. He trades, like, 1,000 times plus a day. But he's super profitable with it. The dude's made 6 figures in, like, a month or two or something like that. Crazy, right? And he posts his screenshot of how many times he traded every day. And this dude trades thousands of times per day with, like, a 6-figure Thinkorswim account. It's pretty dope, though. But, yeah, I appreciate the love, Kyle. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that for sure. But yeah, shout out to my man Kyle over there. Come on the stream one day, bro. You got to. We're looking at NIO here. We're gonna see what we get with it though. All right, I'm in NIO short. It looks like I might get faked out quickly here. We're gonna give it a second though, see if we really break down. I just want to see the market stay down though. The market starts to run up. I'm just gonna exit, so I'm gonna have my hand over the cover button here. There's 50s. Yeah, market's rebounding. Not what I wanted to see, but we'll be all right. Yeah, I held on to that one too long. Got stopped out there on NIO. The market's just kind of consolidating. It's still a downward trend for the market. Like here's SPY. It's still a downward trend, but yeah, we're definitely getting some more consolidation, more fake outs. I think I need to hold back and wait for the market to actually break under this previous closing price level. If not, I gotta wait for the market to pop up over like 321.50 or so is what I'm thinking here. Let me know anything specific you guys are watching. CHEK is making some moves here. CHEK. Look at CHEK go, guys. This one's popping off big. I could buy like a little 125 shares of this. See if we get a pullback. Maybe 200 shares. Alright, I'm watching CHEK. I'm thinking about it. Sorry, we got workers at my house, so I kind of had to mute my stream or mute everything right now. Maybe I should have taken CHEK. I'm watching it. Maybe I should have taken it. For CHEK, it's popping off here. Come on, don't be negative, Netron. We're not gonna be like that. Maybe I should have bought CHEK. YRCW is breaking down here, but look at the SPY bounce here. SPY's making some moves. Maybe I should have bought that one, but look at the market itself. SPY's starting to rebound here. Look at the SPY. It's up to 321.20s. Who's in here? Oh, what are you doing? Alright, so yeah, there's the market rip up here. What else we got? Hey. Nice. Hey, can y'all hear that? Alright, so I don't think I had time to tell you guys because it's a little bit loud over on my end, but I'm scaling out of NIO. Market's breaking down, and I caught the short on NIO, so I'm holding I originally got in with 1,000 shares. I'm trying to scale up. I'm going to hold these last 200 and just be really loose with it because I think the market might break these 320.80 previous closing price lows, and so we're going to get a lot bigger move on the downside that I can be patient and hold into, is what I think here. But yeah, as for the whole Mitch thing, Mitch is like my brother, guys. Like that's like my brother. I still talk to him almost every single day. But yeah, I mean, he's just had to get a regular job. I think with COVID, I don't think the channel was making it. He owned 25%, you know, so I don't think that quarter was making him enough to really be, you know, comfortable, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's like my brother. There's no hard feelings with Mitch at all. And I was fair to him, you know. I'll say that. Like I said, there's the breakdown. Gonna get out another half there. Holding 100 shares left. Scaled out mostly here. Market's rebounding a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna get out the rest there. I'm up 73 on the day. Not doing too bad. AVGR, a real penny stock here. What did CHEK end up doing? Look at AVGR, guys. AVGR. CHEK ended up popping off, man. I was really thinking about it too at 66, but the SPY's being a little weird. We got Super Nintendo making some moves here. Super Nintendo, SNES, Super Nintendo popping off here, guys. It's at 269. Chat's just full of drama here. Teach a carpenter how to trade. Circular saw, yeah, that's what it is. New patio deck from that jacuzzi with profits. I wish, man. Yeah, like I said, like guys, like here's the thing, right? Like I'm not an expert. Like I'm not solely living off of my trading profits, obviously. Like I said, I've got Amazon businesses. I'm a real estate agent, so I've got my real estate license. I day trade. I'm a programmer as well, doing freelance work. So like I do a lot of different things that help me be comfortable. Not just YouTube and trading, obviously. Yeah. Teach a carpenter to trade. I'm surprised y'all can hear that. At least my mic's good. I was thinking of getting a new mic, but maybe not. Sounds like it's working. I'm looking at WKHS though. OSS. We can take a look. We got CLPT as well. OSS isn't a stock. Maybe it is, it's just not working. So yeah, maybe it is. CLPT is not working either. Is Thinkorswim frozen? Gonna go back to NIO, I guess. Man, my Thinkorswim is just acting weird. There's 20s. I'm looking at a 15-19 break for WKHS here. I'm shorting stocks today, guys. Man, NIO just kept going down. It just kept going down. Alright, I'm in with 200 shares of Workhorse here. Nothing too crazy for Workhorse. Still looking at NIO, but we need like a little bit of a bounce back. But there's the market breaking under lows, guys. There's the market breaking under lows, under the previous closing price. And it's breaking down here. I see a Hugo. You ever try programming a trading bot? Sometimes. Yeah, I'm working on a back tester right now more than anything. I'm mostly a front end though, like programmer, so I'm mostly like JavaScript, React, you know, CSS, HTML, but mostly front end is what I usually do. Not much of a back end guy, but obviously since I've been in trading, involved with trading more, back end seems a little bit more interesting to me now, with trading in mind, you know. But yeah, mostly a front end guy. Man, NIO just doesn't look back here. NIO just doesn't look back. Market's breaking under that previous closing price. Market huge drop here, guys. A huge drop under that previous close. I'm gonna look at shorting 200 shares of AMD here. Take half off for AMD, holding 100 shares left. Just trying to catch that quick move. I saw the market just crash. And so with that, that's what I wanted to ultimately take advantage of. Going to take another half off of a little bit too early there for WKHS, but that's okay. Still holding this AMD trade. And like I said, I noticed the market just crash here, guys. So this is what I wanted to take advantage of. And I'm going to try to be patient with this because the market is ripping down right now, like in a huge way. I'm going to take another half off of AMD just so I can be patient with the rest. And I'm still holding Workhorse to see if we can break under some lows here. But a huge drop in a lot of stuff, honestly, right now. We're going to see if Workhorse can continue down here. Alright, market's starting to drop. I got out of AMD. I'm still holding a Workhorse here. Up about $100 on the day. Looking at like 15 on the rest for Workhorse, but I called it. Hey, market is just tanking, guys. Market is just tanking. I'm going to look at MU now on this low of the day break. Market is just ripping down. It's at 320 now. Let me get out the rest there on Workhorse. Yeah, I'm up about $110. I caught it. We're looking at MU now. Alright, I'm in MU with 200 shares. I'm going to try to take quick profits here. I'm in MU with 200 shares. Market is still ripping down here. So we're going to try to take profits fast if we get a breakdown on MU. But in with 200 shares. On MU. I'm going to try to put my other window up here, guys. Hold on. Hopefully nothing crazy happens while I'm trying to do this. Workhorse just ripped down. Wish I would have taken that. 49.50 probably is about my risk here for MU. I'm break even now. But the market is just tearing down, which makes me want to short. And so when the market rips down, you're usually going to get some opportunity on mid and high caps, because a lot of them follow just the market in general, right? And so when we get big breakdowns like this, usually there's some opportunity. I'm going to get out that. I don't mind jumping back into MU, but I'm going to take my P&L right now and just see what else we can find. But yeah, this is the big catalyst that I took advantage of just now. Like if you look at the SPY, this is the SPY just now, and so this is the market right now, guys. The market just absolutely ripped down here, and just a huge move down. And again, if you guys have listened to me all day today, one of the things you heard me say a bunch is how much stocks respect this previous closing price, right? And like, look at when the break happens on this previous close. I think this was actually a fundamental catalyst though, just from the way it looks. And so let me see, hold on. Okay, so yeah, so numbers came out. So numbers came out. Hey, what's up, Paul? Hey, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, shout out to Paul, man. Paul always drops me some really nice comments. So I appreciate it, Paul. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, SPY might be breaking lows here. I might short back into MU or something like that. All right, SPY just broke lows. I'm in MU short with 300 shares. You see, we get that low of the day break. As long as the SPY doesn't like quickly, immediately bounce back, we should be fine. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Was it Jackson? Sorry if I'm missing it. Yeah, Jason. Sorry. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Jason. Not the best thing for MU here, but I'm gonna try to be patient. Yeah, we got a big candle coming in there. I'm gonna take a little $15 loss and try to get out of this when the SPY breaks down like that. NIO still breaking down here. Look at NIO. NIO just dropping, breaking lows, looking weak. AMD bouncing at that previous closing price too. But oof. Maybe Daniel, probably. But yeah, I appreciate the sub, Jason. Y'all be like Jason, and y'all hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You know, click the bell. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. So smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the bell. We do this live every single day on YouTube. Show support for what we do here, guys, and hit that subscribe button. You know, click the bell. We do this every day. So I appreciate the support. I really do. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my screen so you guys can see a little bit more. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Miguel. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Maybe faking out on the SPY. We'll see. I'm gonna try to size up in my next trade, especially like this is what I'm waiting for right now, guys. This is exactly what I'm waiting for. Is AMD. I am waiting for this break right here, this 5480 break on AMD. We can break under this 5480 level. I'm gonna short into that big, you know, 5484. So Wish me luck, guys. But that's my. I'm gonna scale up on that trade. I really like that trade. So we're gonna go in with 500 shares of AMD if we can break 54.82. Workhorse here, looking weak. Workhorse. I'm shorting into Workhorse here with 300 shares, pretty small. Just giving you guys a heads up on Workhorse. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Like I said, I appreciate the sub. Payalo, Miguel, Jason. Thank you guys. Welcome. Appreciate the love, team. See, I do so much better in that first 30 minutes of the day. Part of me wants to just not trade after that. Alright, AMD's getting close there, guys. We're getting close. We're getting close. Alright, I'm in. I'm shorting AMD 500 shares. We're getting the break. And I gotta be patient with this one, I think. Workhorse is doing me right. And I just gotta give it a second here, guys. I can let it work. Well, AMD, I really like that trade too, and AMD just faked me out big time there. I'm going to let it work under the previous close though, and try to let it hold underneath it. But just a big fake out quickly there. Alright, we're looking a little bit better. Like I said, I'm trying to give it time here. Alright, we're back. Okay, come on. 82s. Alright, we're green for the first time in that trade. I got 2 trades at once. Take half off of WKHS. Alright, I like this trade. Boom. Okay. Come on. Come on. Man, AMD. I'm letting AMD work here, and I'm going to be patient with it. I'm gonna get out of Workhorse there. I'm out of Workhorse. I'm trying to let AMD work here, but it's just not wanting to break. It's just a small trade for now, but obviously not ideal with it bouncing up like this. 86. Yeah, we can let it consolidate here, but I think I gotta be patient and just let it break. Alright. Alright, we're green. Man, this thing just does not want to break. It's tested it 3 times now and faked out every single time. This one a huge fake out. 83s, 84s. Come on. Let's just make this move, AMD. You know you want to. 82s. 81s. 80s. Okay. I keep getting ready to take profits and it bounces up every time I get ready to take profits here. 81s. We're break even. Yeah, I gotta get out. I got out of half of the position. I'm holding 250 shares here, and I'm gonna let it work until this previous closing price, but I really like that trade too. It just faked me out. Market's kind of bouncing back here too, which makes it worse, obviously. But I'm gonna let it go to that previous closing price. Yeah, I'm gonna get out there. Market's just rebounding some finally, and it is what it is. I mean, I'm still up on the day, but I really like that trade, and I think the amount of profit I would have made justifies the sizing there. But here's the SPY right here. So we are up big on the SPY. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, y'all go check out Trader Mike's Discord. Like I said, really fun Discord, honestly. I'll post that link again. I forgot to post it earlier this morning, But y'all go check out my man Trader Mike's Discord. The dopest of dope Discords ever. Like I said, really cool Discord. A lot of talented traders there, honestly. And it's super active. Completely free, too. So y'all go check out Trader Mike's. And I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm really happy with my trading. Like, if you've watched my trading, you know I've ended green, like, every day this week. Every day. Ended green. So, I'm getting there. It's just, you know, it is what it is. Every day is not going to be perfect, and today is no exception. Not a bad, like, P&L, though. Like, this is my P&L of the day. You know, not too bad. Market's rebounding though here, and maybe we'll get another shot. They're kind of hammering to the beat. Alright, so you guys distract me from trading right now, because I gotta wait for some good setups to present themselves. What kind of music y'all been listening to? What's y'all's music? What's y'all's favorite music? What y'all like? MU, about to break lows. I'm gonna size down for this one though. This is the SPY though. Look at the SPY move here. You're probably hitting it with the limit order alpha. Hey, I appreciate the sub, JJ. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the sub, man. Welcome. Yeah, y'all be like JJ and hit that subscribe button. You know, click the bell. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. So y'all hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every single day. Subscribe to our channel, guys. We definitely appreciate all the support we get. All right, I'm in MU with 300 shares. Breaking lows here. There's 34s. Let me get out a little half there. Workhorse getting rejected at 15 doesn't look bad. I gotta do it, guys. Hey, I appreciate it, Maxwell and Show. Thank you guys. Welcome. Appreciate it. Man, AMD keeps faking me out with that low break. Maybe trading a little bit too active, probably. Maybe. It depends, man. You should be trying to get in. If you're doing a limit order, I would get in on like the asking price. That way you get filled immediately. You know what I mean, and you don't have to worry about it. I don't know about a market order, but I would get in on the asking price. If you try to get in on the bid, you're probably just not gonna get filled, to be honest. Gonna add some size back here on MU and short it under these lows. Alright, I am in with 400 shares of MU. $400 shares of MU. You know, I'm gonna get out of WKHS. I'm gonna get out here and just accept it. I'm gonna look at AMD because AMD's still kind of battling that previous closing price, and I don't know. I just kind of keep going back to AMD, but kind of giving back some of my money today, but it's been a back and forth day again. What are y'all doing?
Kind of picking up.
Okay, Carol. Sorry. I'm still waiting on AMD to break. Maybe I'm getting stubborn with that one, but I'm still waiting on AMD to break that low. Stop on MU is going to be about 50. There's 36s on MU. Okay, so we're trying to get MU to break these lows. There's 20s. Alright, I'm in AMD with 500 shares. Maybe I'm being stubborn with this one. I'm just trying to see if this one will crack these lows here. 400 shares on MU, 500 shares on AMD. Kind of hedging a little bit with this, but that's okay. There's 86s. I'm going to take a little bit off of AMD here, holding 250 shares. Took half off, still holding it. Making some money on MU too. There's the breakdown. Alright. 80s. Gonna take a little bit off of MU. Holding 200 shares left. Still holding AMD with about 200 and something shares. Let me see. There's the breakdown I wanted. Come on. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna take half off of AMD there. Holding 125 shares left. MU finally broke under these lows here as well. And I'm only holding 100 shares though, but AMD is finally getting the big drop that I wanted there. I'm going to get out the rest, take that money, and get out the rest, break even on MU. So we finally got the breakdown that I wanted there, and then we got an immediately rebound, so I'm glad I just scalped that. What we actually got right here though is the market itself. Here's the SPY. So the SPY actually had a pretty big dip, like the market actually had a pretty big drop. And then a quick rebound. So look at this drop. The SPY dropped down to like 320 and then immediately bounced big there. So scalping that move on the bottom made sense, and so that's what I did. Hey, nice epic. Hey, happy to help. Not always. Eminem and any other super lyrical rapper. I mean, Eminem's alright. And listen, I grew up in the 90s, so like I like Eminem. But like I like Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke's dope. The new album dropped like last week. If you haven't listened to that album, that's fun music. We also got what else we got? I like everything. Like I like Red Hot Chili Peppers too, you know. But like if we're talking about rap specifically, I like Pop Smoke. I like rest in peace to Pop Smoke. NBA Youngboy. I'm from Louisiana though, so like Lil Boosie is nice. They got a bunch of people. I like Mac Miller too, you know. But yeah, the SPY's bouncing back. We are at 320s. VNRA. Oof, look at that pre-market high break, guys. I'm telling you, that pre-market high break too on VRNA. Beautiful. Beautiful here. Bob Marley, I can get down with Bob Marley too. Yeah, I like Bob Marley too. Obviously, everybody should like Bob Marley. If you don't like Bob Marley, something's wrong with you, you know. Why do you use the SPY to determine the trades? Why do I use the SPY? Because most stocks follow the market. Most mid and high cap stocks follow the market, right? So like if the market has a drastic drop, I can front load onto other positions and take advantage of the market influencing them. So like if the market drops big, it's a fair hypothesis to think that, it's a fair theory to think that other stocks are going to drop too, right? So like we're going to get those drops. If the market drops 50 cents in 2 minutes, it's going to drag down a lot of other stocks too, and I can jump on those other stocks. They're cheaper, number one, and I can take advantage of the market's momentum on the downside. And it works really well. Like I said, that's what I've been doing all day with AMD and MU. Hey, I appreciate the subs, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm from Louisiana. You know, I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm in Houston now, but you know. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Abdul Maxwell. Appreciate that, bro. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Click the bell. SPY's continuing to move up though here. SPY's continuing to move up. We'll see what we get. I'm waiting now. Yeah, even if you don't like Pop Smoke, go listen to Mood Swings. Go listen to Mood Swings by Pop Smoke. One of my favorite songs. That and the new one that dropped, Keep It On Me or something like that. I can't remember the name. It's the 50 Cent remix. That one's dope too. If you don't even know Pop Smoke, go listen to Mood Swings. Mood Swings is dope. But WKHS is bouncing up to 15. We'll see what we get here. But I'm watching WKHS. We're gonna see. It's right around 15. I'm gonna see if it holds there. And so I might short into WKHS here, anticipating that it holds at 15. I think we're going to need some help from the market, though, even though WKHS is an EV play. I'm going to wait for it. Yeah, I'm better now, man. Don't they eat snakes down there? No. We eat alligators, though, you know, and we eat crawfish, but not snakes. I mean, I don't know. I've never eaten a snake before. I don't think. I've eaten a lot of stuff though. Like they serve alligator some places here, you know. Hey, I appreciate the sub, AB. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm still watching AMD. It's still right around that previous closing price. I'm still looking to see if it rejects here at 54.90s. At 54.90s. MU had the crossover, so like it just crossed over that the moving average crossover. So a bullish sign just happened, and I'm still looking at WKHS here, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see at 15. I don't hate it, but it doesn't look bad. You know, NIO is kind of pulling back some. We might take advantage of that. Yeah, got it on me. My bad. I was trying to think of the name of it. Noob? What? I didn't like the woo that much. But yeah, I appreciate it. Name your channel. It's alright. Like, you know, it's all subjective. Like, what songs you like are going to be subjective. But, yeah, I like the Got It On Me and Mood Swings. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm going to the beach, sand, in a little bit. I'm going to the beach, man. So, y'all give me good vibes because I'm going to the beach in like a few weeks. Like I said, I was convinced I was gonna test positive. Like I had sore throat, runny nose, or stuffed up nose, sore throat, headache, cold chills, all that stuff. And I went and got my test. And it was negative, so I'm COVID free, luckily. But you know, it must be allergies. Like we have carpenters downstairs, and so it's probably just allergies. Yeah, alligator is like. See, look, there's the 15 rejection on WKHS. I'm gonna get in with 200 shares just since it kind of confirmed that a little bit. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm on. Thank you, bro. Yeah, y'all hit that subscribe button. Yeah, hey, you know, hey. I listen to a little bit of everything though. Like I said, like I listen to everything. I know everybody says that, but like I actually do, you know. Yeah, my wife isolated. My wife isolated me. I had to sleep on a mattress on the floor when I was running fever, and it made me frustrated because it's like I went to one of those rapid test clinics that were supposed to give me my results in like 12 hours, and they took like 30 hours to send it to me, so I had to just isolate myself from my family for like a long time, and I started to get frustrated because they promised me results same day, and then they just didn't deliver. You know, they took too long. I would call them, and they would be like, "Oh, well, we're busy," and so I had to like stay isolated. Like I'm in this playroom of my house right now, and so I had to just stay isolated for like 2 days, and they finally got my results in, and it was negative, so I finally slept in my bed. But yeah, I had to stay away from my family for like 2 days. I low-keyed enjoyed it, but don't tell my wife that, you know. Well, so from what I understand, Kenny, there's not many false. Listen, I'm gonna preface this with like I'm not 100% sure, but from my understanding, there can be false negatives more than positives. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure though, but from what I understand, it's like there can be false negatives. There's like an 80, like the negative chances are like 80%, right? So if you get a negative, it's 80% that's correct. Right, if you get a positive test, it should be like 100% that's right. But I'm not 100% sure either way, though. And so, you know, I'm just going by what I read on the internet, which can be a little sketch, you know. Yeah, I've never had snake. Yeah, I've never had snake before. Market's rebounding here, though, guys. I got to get out of this. I should probably just slow it down. I mean, I make money, give it back, make money, give it back. I'm meanwhile burning up a bunch of commissions. And, like, green is good, but, like, this is the market right now. Look at the SPY. Like, look at the SPY. The SPY is actually, like, back over into bullish territory now. So, like, Not really loving anything right now. What else we got? Right, mood swings is dope, right, Mr. Fish? I'm telling you, man. Like, right, people judge music before they really hear it, you know. But no, like I said, like I grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so like I grew up listening to like Lil Boosie and Webby, you know, because like I'm old, but yeah, I listen to everything. She'll never know. yeah, she'll never know. What's up, Tidy? You doing good? I'm just hanging out right now. I'm trying to make some more money, but I don't know if I'm going to. You know, we'll see. Yeah, you're probably right, saying. Hey, nice, Tidy. I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, right, like, I build up commissions, but, like, if you guys watch me trade every day, like, you see how profitable I actually am. And so when I do pivot to zero commissions, like, when I do pivot to a big boy platform, like, I'm gonna be good, you know? Like I've been, like, a large majority of days I end green. And then my red days aren't that bad, necessarily so. So, like, the confidence it gives me is that, like, when I do finally move to, like, a US regulated platform that has zero commissions, I'm gonna be super profitable in that way. And so, like, you know, yeah, I might be break even gross with commissions, but after commissions, like, I'm gonna be making money for sure. VRNA, yeah, I wanted to check VRNA out, but it's just a little bit too late. And again, it goes back to my backtesting results. Remember, guys, like, I backtested these penny stock gap ups, right? And the conclusion was actually pretty solid. Number one is that a large majority of these high relative volume gapping penny stocks are going to fail. Like, most of these stocks are going to fail, right? But the ones that actually succeed and break pre-market highs are very high percentage plays, right? So when a stock actually does break a pre-market high, the statistics show that 2/3 of stocks are never going to break the pre-market high after they form it in pre-market. After the bell, 2/3 of stocks are going to fail to break that pre-market high. But again, stocks that actually do end up eventually breaking that pre-market high are going to work so much that they can be extremely profitable, and they're going to be extremely high percentage if you can have the patience to wait for stocks that actually break the pre-market high. And, like, this boiled down to the stocks I traded today, right? Like, what did I trade today? I traded, hey, I appreciate you becoming a member, Precise. Thank you for that, man. Shout out to Precise becoming a member. Thank you, bro. Nah, mood swings, yeah, I mean, don't judge me, you know. But, hey, I appreciate that, Tiny. Thank you. Yeah, Weeble's good. Thank you, Precise, for becoming a member, though. But no, so, to go back to my saying here, when stocks actually do break the pre-market high, they're going to work such a high percentage of the time that they're going to be incredibly profitable. And just to show you the stocks that I traded today, for instance, HTBX, huge rip after the pre-market high. Like, look, when it broke the pre-market high, this thing ripped up like 50 cents. So HTBX, number one. The other one, BNGO, number two, broke the pre-market high, and look at this run. This thing ran up a huge percentage, over 10% after breaking the pre-market high for BNGO. ATOS never broke it, and I lost money on it. And then MDGS faked me out, but I didn't trade the pre-market high break. And this one didn't break the pre-market high and did the same thing, right? So the point behind all of this is that when stocks actually do end up breaking the pre-market high, they're way better stocks. They're way better moves, right? They run a larger percentage of the time, for sure. And so they're much more high percentage if you can wait for stocks to actually break the pre-market high level. And that's what the backtesting results actually showed me. When I did actually backtest the stocks, right? It showed me that when stocks break the pre-market high, high percentage, very high percentage. But yeah, I appreciate that, Precise. Welcome, man. No, I haven't gotten Weeble 4.0 yet. The strategy I use every day is a mix. I use a bunch of different strategies, right? So, like, one thing you'll see me do is I'll use the moving average crossover. Go check out the videos. I back-tested that strategy. It had like a 78% accuracy rate and even higher accuracy if you trade it on high relative volume gapping penny stocks in the first 30 minutes. It had like over 80% in the last month, at least. But I use VWAP strategies as well, so like it depends on what I'm trading. Penny stocks, I use momentum setups like red to green moves, pre-market high breaks, crossovers. And then on mid and high cap stocks, a lot of the time I'm like scalping VWAP fades and bounces and previous closing price moves. So like AMD, I'm scalping on these VWAP tests. I'm scalping trying to take like a little profit. When they push up to test the VWAP, I'm shorting them. And then vice versa, if they're above the VWAP going long in like an upward trend. So yeah, so like these little pullbacks to the VWAP, I can go long on them and just take advantage on these little pivots back to the VWAP, call it a VWAP bounce. And then with like, with other stocks, I'm using a mix of like momentum, lower the day breaks, and dip buys and bounce shorts. Like WKHS, for instance, like it bounced back to this 15 level. I shorted into it, didn't win from it, but it's a good example of what I actually trade. But yeah, I trade a bunch of different stuff. Just go watch our videos. I make videos about them for the most part. The percentage of gappers that break pre-market highs are 31%. I think it's like 31.25%. Let me see. So hold on. Yeah, so here's the backtesting results. So like 31.25% actually end up breaking the pre-market high after they form it. So what that tells you is that a large majority of these gapping penny stocks are ultimately going to fail, right? But the ones that do end up breaking the pre-market high, they run a solid amount, and so patiently waiting for them to break the pre-market high and then being patient with those moves is probably a pretty high percentage play. Again, if we look at my trades from today, for instance, all of those are good examples of what I was talking about. So like, if we look at my trade from today on HTBX, look at this run after it breaks the pre-market high break. It even held, look at the dip down to this. So it ran, and then it actually held that pre-market high support level, and then ripped all the way up 50 cents or so. Not quite 50, but like 40 cents. But still, higher percentage play for sure. And interesting results. Y'all go check out my videos. Like, I made a bunch of videos about it, and where I actually like back tested these results. And you can even see like after the break here, like look at how much these are respecting the pre-market high. Like, look at that. So it's still respecting the pre-market high level, even right now. Yes, Flex. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Hey, nice. But yeah, we're getting a lot of reversals right now. I'm still waiting. We're gonna see if we can find anything. Hey, thanks, AK. I appreciate that. VRNA at the pullback. I don't know. It's a little bit too late. So one of the things with like the moving average crossover, and even, I mean, this is a good example though. Like, look, even the pre-market high here. Like, look at the stock actually breaking pre-market highs, and then look at it holding support there too. So, not bad. I'll say that. I'm still looking at NIO. Like, if NIO ends up ripping down and breaking lows, I don't mind shorting into that. But we're going to wait and see. Hey, you as well, Rodney. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, Fridays are usually a little bit slower. So, I mean, we're green, but what I'm looking for right now is NIO. NIO is under the whole dollar, and I might short this now and then see if we can hold 11s. Alright, I'm in with 600 shares. We're going to see if we can hold under 11. I'm going to try to be a little bit more patient with this now, but we're going to see if we hold that $11 resistance level now. And there's 94s. I would obviously preferably like a little bit more, but it's a nice cushion at this point. Short term maybe. Yeah, I'm just scalping most of these moves, so like short term. The reason I don't hate it is because I can use like a tight risk at 11. And so my risk is very small, and I can give it the chance to really break down under 11. And if it doesn't, that's okay, you know. But if it does, we should get a nice move. And so I'm just trying to see if this thing's going to hold resistance at this $11 point. Make this a little bit smaller. That doesn't work. Let me put this higher then. Yeah. Yeah, we're just seeing if it holds at 11 right here. Yeah, SPY's starting to rebound too. SPY's above VWAP, above previous close. But unless I'm trading reversal plays, I'm just not really loving it. I'm probably trading a little bit too active for a Friday for sure. But we'll see. There's 11s. I'll let it test, but probably gonna get out of here. I just want to see a reject here at 11, and I can let it test a few times, but I'm probably gonna have to get out pretty soon. And like I want to let it test this level because a lot of the time it'll push up for a little bit and then just completely tank back underneath it. So like I want to give it time to actually work here. But it ain't looking great, I'll say that. There's 2s. Sorry, we got the carpenters here. 5s, I gotta get out. There's 2s again. I got out. Just not my day. I mean, I'm green on the day, but it's basically break even. Just not seeing too much I really like, and Fridays are usually generally a little bit slower, unfortunately. Where do I find the pre-market high? You just draw it out yourself. I mean, so like VRNA, for instance, I just draw it out myself. I'm sure I could probably create a script and think script for it, but you just go to it. On Thinkorswim, you just go to the little money sign. Let me make sure you guys can see that. On Thinkorswim, you just go to this little money sign right here with the line underneath it. You select it, it's right here. And then you just go to it, you double click like that. And that's going to put it up. Yeah, for sure. I have to check it out, Kenny. I don't hate VRNA. I like it. It's just too late for me. Yeah, VRNA, yeah, it's, I would certainly have to get at it with smaller size. Felix. I see you, Devin. Yeah, if you guys want to help support our free content here, there's a few different ways you can do it. The first one is to go check out, we're using Tefs and TradeNet here. And like I said, some people hate on them, but like it's the super cheap way to get started. They only accept people outside of the US. But again, it's just really cheap. Like for instance, their base package is $400. If you're outside of the US, you get access to the funded account program. As long as you haven't signed up for too many before. Once you're approved, you get access to the funded account program. So basically, if you're outside the US for $400, you get 14,000 to trade with. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade and short stocks, and it also comes with the course and a demo account and access to their chat room and a bunch of good stuff. And so if you're outside the US specifically, I think it makes a ton of sense. It's a really cheap way to get started. I think most people are going to lose anyway, and so I think it's cheaper to lose this account than it is to deposit thousands into like a conventional platform. And so if you're outside of the US, like in Canada, or Mexico, or in Europe, you can go check out TradeNet and Tefs. If you're in the US, you could still sign up, but you're only going to get like a demo account, chat room access, and the course. I still have mine because I was grandfathered in because I signed up before they changed it. But if you're in the US though, you can, if you're in the US, you can check out Webull, and it's completely zero commission. There's a free paper trading platform on Webull, and if you sign up, you get a free stock. If you deposit $100, you get another free stock. And so if you sign up and deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks on Webull, ranging from like, I don't know, it's like $12 or something like that, up to hundreds. And you might as well roll the dice and try to get a free stock if you've never used Webull. And again, they have a free paper trading software, zero commissions, candlestick charts, a really dope smartphone platform. And so if you want to check out Webull, I'll post this link here too. And both of these are great ways to help support our channel. Other ways you can help support us, and I might take some more trades, so I'm not leaving quite yet. I'm just taking my 10 minutes of sellout time, you know. Another good way you can help support us is you can go check out Trade Ideas, and these scanners really help me move in the morning. Like if you see what's showing me the big movers, it's mostly Trade Ideas. And so in my opinion, they're the best scanners in the market. And so if you want, like I said, in my opinion, the best scanners in the market, I'll post this link for Trade Ideas too. You can use promo code BT15 and get 15% off. And like I said, just really cool scanners. I'm gonna delete Nightbot's post so it doesn't post too much. But yeah, y'all go check out Trade Ideas too. There's the link. You can use our promo code BT15, get 15% off too. All right, guys. Hey, I'm waiting here. Like, I'm waiting. I don't know if I see anything that looks good though, but I'm waiting. It's a little bit late. Oh, and also, y'all remember to go check out Trader Mike's Discord. Trader Mike's Discord, super active. Low-key more active than my Discord, too. And like I said, great group of talented traders there, too. You know, helping traders, really active. Really fun group, too. So y'all go check out Trader Mike's. I use the high of the day momentum scanner more than anything else. And if you sign up through my link with Trade Ideas, even if you don't, but if you sign up through Trade Ideas, I'll send you, if you want my high of the day momentum scanner settings, I'll send you the scanner. I can share it with you. So yeah, this is easily my favorite one. It tells me the biggest movers with low float. So it just tells me the momentum moves in the market, specifically this high of the day momentum. Alright, I'm going to look to short into AMD here. 500 shares. Wish me luck, guys. 500 shares of AMD. I think I'm in AMD, right? I should be. Yeah, I'm in 500 shares of AMD. Market's dropping. That's the reason I'm shorting into AMD, is that the market's actually dropping down to the VWAP. And just remember to subscribe, guys. That's probably the easiest way to help support us, is just hitting that sub button. A crazy number is that like 45% of the people that watch this stream have not subscribed. You know, like, why? Like, don't be like that. Hit the subscribe button. We're here live every day on YouTube for free. You know, we're not charging people anything. You know, we're not selling a course or anything like that. We just teach people what works for us while not claiming to be experts. And then day trading live, showing you all the different aspects of our trading to begin with. So hit the subscribe button right now if you want to help support us. That's the easiest way. And if you click the bell next to that, you'll get an alert every single time we go live and drop a new video. So hit the subscribe button and then click that bell. That's the easiest way to help support us for sure. Nah, I mean, I mention Trader Mike's like 2 or 3 times every day. $4.99 is just a good way to help support us, Aman. So, I mean, it's up to you, brother. Like, I'm not, like, there's some inside content, and, like, I'm going to be dropping some member content today, but it's mostly just a good way to help support our free content here. Man, maybe, I'm trying to let AMD test this level here, but I'm probably about to get stopped out. Well, that's how you go from green to red on the day. I'm gonna give it a second here, but not my day, guys. Just to break even. Fridays are usually a little bit slow. Even though I've ended every day green this week, I'm about to screw it up right at the end and just have a red day. Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like 45%, man. Like I said, people get weird. Like, they don't want to support the channel, but they want to watch the channel, you know. Maybe it's the hater group, you know. Alright, probably about to get stopped out. I'm trying to give AMD time, but we got a nice little risk level here at 15 or so. Yeah, like I said, I mean, like we got some member content, you know, but like I'm not trying to exclude people, you know what I mean? And so like we got some member content, and I'll be dropping some today. But you know, it is what it is. We just try to be a free resource. I mean, I appreciate all of our members. Like that's just a great way to help support us, and like I appreciate it. You know, like we just try to give everything to everybody for free, and you know, like I said, becoming a member is just a good way to help do it. I don't use stock trade anymore. No, sorry, Ben. Not really too much. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Saya. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't use stock trade anymore, mostly because I short a lot, right? And so I just don't use it that much. Yeah, I know about it though. I've used it a bunch, Ben. So basically, this is what you want to understand about stock trade, okay? Stock trade, it's good if you only want to go long, but their fills are kind of, you know, they're okay. They're not great. They're not terrible. I would relate them to like Robinhood fills. You know what I mean? Like they're not terrible. They're not great either though. And you can't short, and that's the reason I left stock trade. It's just because I couldn't short. I don't hate it, but you know, you can't short on there. And so I'm mostly a short bias trader. Thank you for the sub, Emily. I appreciate it. I'm mostly y'all be like them. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Like I'm mostly a short bias trader, and so you know, I need to short. But not bad. I mean, you're gonna be restricted in some of the stocks you trade on stock trade too. But they're not terrible per se, you know. They're not great. They're not bad. No leverage and no shorting is what made me leave. They're not bad. They're not great either. Yeah, Vinny, my man. Yeah, the real OGs, bro. That was a long time ago. I used to trade on there, like what I would say over a year ago. But yeah, I used to trade on there. I wouldn't say they're good. They're okay. Like I said, about like Robinhood. I wouldn't say they're good. Like they're good, and sometimes it depends on the stock, I guess. But they're okay. I wouldn't say they're good. They're not bad. Sometimes. I mean, sometimes they're bad. Sometimes they're good. From what I remember, they were a little bit like in the middle. They weren't terrible, but they weren't awesome either. You know. Alright, so we're confirming my risk level a little bit. It's not too bad. We're at 11s. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Chris, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Very close to getting out here. I like that confirmation on resistance, but very close. We're going to give it a little bit, but let's try. Let me see what the market's doing. The market's down there. I have this one gnat that's been following me all day, bro. This thing's been catching me all day, man. Where'd it go? Man. You see what this gnat did to me? I blame the gnat, man. I blame this gnat. I blame the gnat. Oh. There it is. Did I get it? No. No, guys, this is how you give all your profit back on the day. I mean, I don't think I had that much anyway, but like, this is when you, yeah, I'm out. I just trade, I stayed in the market too long. It's a good lesson on what not to do. Let me see what I lost today. Yeah, I'm down 47 bucks. First red day today, if I do end up ending red. We'll see. Yeah. What's up, Chris? What are you trying to do, man? Because I'm not shorting it on Thinkorswim. I'm shorting it on TAFs, the same platform I talked about earlier. Which is like if you're outside of the US, and this is why I use that level as my risk, right? And so like even though I lost on the trade, you guys see this is why that level's my risk. It's because look at the squeeze up. But yeah, I'm using TEFs, which again, if you want to check them out, I'll post that link. Like I said, they're one of the cheaper ways to get started. Like, it's a package, right? And so if you're outside of the US, they don't accept US clients into the funded account program. But if you're outside the US, you get 14,000 to trade with, no PDT rules, shorting ability, a course Dibble account, chat room access, a 70-30 profit split, and a max loss of 700 account for $400. Right, and you can short anything that's tradable on there. Anything that's tradable, NIO, WKHS, I can short them all day. There's not that many penny stocks though, and so you're not going to be able to trade penny stocks. But yeah, like I said, I think that's probably the cheapest way. Some people hate on them. Most of the time, people just lose, and it's very hard to be introspective and be like, yo, it's my fault I lost. Instead, they like blame their platform, or they blame me, or they blame their educator, whomever, right? But most of the time, people just lose. Hey, thank you, Chris. I appreciate the sub, bro. Welcome, man. Thank you. But yeah, team, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all have a good weekend. I'm going to be having a few videos drop this weekend, at least 2. I'm going to have at least 2 videos that drop this weekend. So, yeah, y'all hit the subscribe button. Click the bell. We do this live every day, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, guys, if you want to help support the channel, like I said, hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button right now. We do this live every single day for free on YouTube, so show your support, hit the sub button. Appreciate the love today, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Also, guys, go check out all our platforms, all that good stuff. If you want to join our Discord, we do have a Discord as well, and so y'all go join our Discord. I'll post this link here, and like I said, if you want to hang out with us, sometimes I do trade after the stream, which is, like I said, I'm not an expert, so like sometimes I'm just gonna want to trade by myself because there's a lot of pressure trading with hundreds of people watching you. But if I do trade after the stream, I'll post it to the Discord, and you can check that out here. You can join our Discord, and I also post trader mics. Right, I'm blaming the Nat, guys. It's the Nat's fault, 100%. I'm not gonna blame the Nat, but it's certainly the Nat's fault, 100%. But yeah, there's our Discord. Y'all go join that, and yeah, guys, we'll see you guys next time. Oh, also go join Trader Mike's too. Y'all go join both of these Discords. Legend has it that you'll be cursed if you don't join both of these Discords. Hey, I appreciate the love, guys.